which one was talking, but right, it wouldn't be considered evolution when you agree to the notion that oh, there was literature written and it was people able to discover certain things back then, right? That wouldn't be evolution, would it? If today, right, how would humanity evolve if the same things back in the day they have discovered, they're discovering today? That wouldn't be evolution.
Yeah, I don't know what you're referring to. Can you give me an example?
You said it. You literally said, what were we talking about? We were talking about, what point did I bring?
I don't know. I don't know what you hear. Cause
No. That was his point, evolution.
You talk really loud,
So basically, well, turn your phone down. We have options. Remember, God don't remove our choice. But anyway,
that's okay.
he was talking about. He mentioned evolution, and he said we believe in evolution. I said, well, by his own admission, right? Because earlier he brought up when we mentioned the water thing, right? When we mentioned the verses in the Quran, the sign of the water, right? He brought up, and he said, oh, well, this was written in Genesis or whatever, right? And I'm saying absolutely not. This wasn't written in Genesis, right? This is something that later that will prove evolution, rather than him saying, oh, what was this? What they did then is what they're doing today. That wouldn't be evolution because they're not evolving. Nothing evolved. It's the same shit from the past into the future.
What are you talking about?
Sure, you can ask now.
You don't take a lot of meds during the day, do you? You usually just take them for your
No, I'm not you. If exactly, if there's evolution, why are things staying the same? By your admission, things are the same based upon you saying, oh yeah, we're talking about a new phenomenon. You're talking about something of the past. You're talking about something of the past, guys, that you're saying, oh yeah, they had that information back then. That wouldn't be evolution.
Who had
You're so smart, you're stupid.
What information?
Say that again.
I just don't know what you're fighting about. Like, what are you fighting against?
I don't know what you're fighting. You said that.
All I said is you're arguing for evolution. That's all I said.
No, you're arguing on behalf of evolution.
Yeah, I am.
We agree with you about evolution. You said we agree with you. Sure. That's the world. We're not arguing on behalf of evolution. We're not arguing on behalf of evolution. Sure. Does the world evolve? Absolutely. Are you sad that there's a God and that your homosexual ass or pedophile ass will be held to account or whatever you're doing? Only people who don't believe in God, respectfully, are the worst amongst society. You do some of the most detestable things. The detestable things.
Yeah, you want me to show you the data?
Detestable things. Well, let's show the data about how more white Americans are atheists. Let's show the data of that.
Did you know that it's mostly white Christian men that are?
It's more.
Did you know that factually?
Well, there's our reporting, right? Because people don't go around saying,
yeah,
I'm an atheist. People don't go around saying, yeah, I'm an atheist.
Send me the studies you're
what they believe in when they fucking rape somebody or when they fucking look at child porn. They don't go around saying, I'm an atheist. This is why I looked at it. So of course it's going to be reported more. I'm no fool, you dummy. Of course it's going to be reported more as far as churches and all of that stuff because they allegedly supposed to be Christians. Whatever. Nobody is going to be like, I'm an atheist and I rape somebody.
Keep the mask on longer than that. You don't have to drop the soapbox.
Stop.
Hi, Ray. I'm happy to be here in the name of God. I joined the house. Thanks for having me, Ray.
No problem, huh?
Yeah, so it still sounds like, based on your reasoning, you would be arguing, in fact, for evolution, based on your reasoning. That's okay.
Hi, Ray. I've heard Honey Badger in other rooms, and he doesn't really say anything intelligent. He kind of just like does this put down game, but doesn't actually say anything. He doesn't state any facts or any opinions. He kind of just like comes into rooms and just doesn't really say anything. So I want to thank you for leading the room. All praise God. Deaf to the atheists. They are low IQ. They are lonely, bored people, and I feel bad for them that they don't like to read books and they just come onto a conference call app to make their self-esteem feel better. That's my observation.
Yeah.
Thank you, Progressive. I appreciate your input. I'm gonna chew on that, see if I can become better. We gotta hear that ding and that triangle in the background. I don't know, what would you call them? Philosophers, maybe? Or what do you consider Alan Watts? Ray, isn't that true? You love Alan Watts? Anybody who really is motivated, they take time, they really care about what knowledge is, how to obtain it, how to get more of it, how to think about it critically. Anybody who does that would be, by definition, a philosopher. It's just the dedication and the love for wisdom.
I love wisdom, and I read books. Many people in this room probably do not. But I was just reading about German ideology, Marx and Engels, and collectivists and socialists, and the horror and the terror of war. And it kind of strikes me that many of those people who were fighting to the death in Stalingrad, just a million people died. I'm sure there were atheists, and I'm sure that there were, theists fighting to the death, and they thought that what they were doing was moral and ethical, and maybe it would solve all the problems for all of mankind, and they'd say, "We did it. I sacrificed my life to solve this riddle that so many people seem to struggle with, whatever that riddle might be." But when it comes to violence, I try to avoid it as much as possible, because if you're around violence, you could die. And so I prefer the comfort of my house full of books and conference calls where people can't punch me in the nose. But it just strikes me as amazing that people waste so much time having irreverent conversations over and over again, repeating themselves endlessly, as if it's like a video game that they just love, or one of their favorite movies like Terminator 2 or Back to the Future. And it just amazes me as I observe human behavior how bored and lonely and not creative people are. Pretty lame. I don't know what they're afraid of or what they're hiding. But maybe you're right, Ray. Maybe these faggot atheists are just pedophile loser faggots. It's just my opinion.
I'm so gonna give you an applause. Theatrical, yeah. I don't know. Maybe these these non-believers, they just do so many weird things, and like I'm not weird at all myself. Maybe I go out there and I look at everybody and I observe everybody, and I'm not the fucking weirdo myself. Not one bit. Not me. It was good though. I liked the message, and I thought it was even good comedic timing. The way he dropped that gotcha at the end as a punchline. I thought it was pretty good. I'd give it an 8, like a 7.9. 7.9. Thought it was good because I did agree with the message. I thought it was pretty poignant, and I agreed with it. Most of it. That was cool. So thanks, Progressive. His name's John. John Kitover. John. Okay. John Kitover. Get it right. Cause Ray was like saying, like, I understand she's got a lot on her plate, and I don't
she was seeming a little bit, elevated with me and you earlier. So it was just nice and refreshing, you know.
John Kitover, sorry.
Yeah, well, whatever your name is, progressive, liberal, thank you so much for everything. Appreciate it. I guess that's why progressive liberals exist, is to bring poetry, meaning, an open door, carrying hands, you know. So thanks. Really appreciate that, progressive.
You're welcome. Ray, I'd like to read a poem to these atheist faggot pedophiles who are extremely bored and lonely and who are uncreative. They don't create anything. They just come on here to kick guys like me to the goo or kick me from the rooms to make their self-esteem feel better. Like Honey, he'll say, "Oh yeah, John Kitover, he comes up here, I'd love it." He says a poem, and then he just like leaves and goes back down to the goo. But that's because Honey is actually a very effeminate man who doesn't have resilience or can't, even have a conversation with somebody, even if it's an irreverent conversation, because the truth is, Honey is a very fragile person. He's very weak. He has no real strength and no real joy. And as a progressive liberal, I feel it's incumbent upon me to help these young men that the system failed, to make them stronger, to give them the joy and the wisdom that they are lacking as faggot pedophiles, losers and abusers and lonely people and non-creative people. I feel it's my calling in life to help these faggot retards.
Thank you again, progressive. I do appreciate your input, and I've been writing a lot of this down, so I'm gonna review this later tonight after I get back from church, and I'll be just kind of taking what you've shared with us to improve my vision. Thank you.
And not one person will think that you are a lunatic and a fucking weirdo yourself, progressive. Not one person is gonna think that. You're not fucking weird. You're not some fucking bizarro crazy motherfucker online. Nope. Not you.
And I do wish you well. I hope your stand-up paddleboarding exploits are a service to you and others in your community. I know you have been running for Congress for quite a while now, and I hope you get in. I hope you made it. Wouldn't you agree, Ray?
Would I agree with what?
That basically when you say that, like if someone says, hey, everything that's involved with life had to have water beforehand, it came from water, that would be in line with evolution theory, correct?
Don't try to, Mark, I'm not going to let you escape the dumb statement you made. So.
Well,
You're trying to, you're trying to
You don't want to answer that
comfort
question.
yourself. Yeah, you're trying to comfort yourself right now.
Well, you don't want to answer that question.
You know it's dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
Honey, if the human body is 98% water and you weigh 185 pounds, what's the molecular weight of the H2O contained within the cells and the skin of your body?
Like 140 pounds. 160 pounds.
I'm just making a little joke here. Ray, I just want to thank you in the name of God for having this room. You attract the flies just like horse flies to manure or squirrel poop or honey badger poop. You are like the candle that brings these mutant moths to the barnyard or to the church or the library, or what you might say, the library. And I just want to read a little poem to all the lonely, non creative faggot retards. It's called The Devil, and I hope that this helps illuminate you and teaches you a little wisdom about how retarded and how much of a faggot you are. To this key of grotesque and terrible aspect is attributed mirth. The devil is that horrible character of exoteric dogmatism which is so ridiculous to an enlightened person like Progressive Liberal here on Clubhouse. But deeper than this, the figure represents the delusion of outward appearance. Key 15 is the opposite of Key 6. Hence, it shows what happens to us when we fail to use our faculty of discrimination. The ancients declared that the devil is God inverted. This refers.
They thought that we were food by their skin. I heard it when Mark said what he said earlier, like a little bit, like maybe 3 minutes ago. I heard you know what he was saying. I wasn't listening then. I just not listening. So when I got on, I heard Mark with him. I'm like, what is this? Like, you can tell.
Hello?
They think we don't know any better. We see right through you.
You see right through me? What do you see if I'm transparent? Hello?
You are. You see through, bro. Yeah. See through like a butter.
Hello? Well, since you don't like my poetry, maybe I could play you a little song on my Chinese flute as you look through me.
By the way, Progressive is a believer.
Interact with the stupidest fucking people.
What's your degree in?
I mean, technically I have a bunch, but I have political science. Yeah,
Technically, you have a bunch of degrees. I've never heard anybody say that before.
Yeah, I have a political science, I have a journalism, and I have a generalized theology degree.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes, I use my theology degree, and I used to use my political science degree.
What career do you have?
I teach intro classes.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's horrible. College.
Which university or college you teach?
I don't feel comfortable sharing that information.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Hi, this is Progressive Liberal. I'd like to say something about the title of the room, if I may, moderators.
Aggressive. Of course. Go on.
Oh my god, is this fucking John?
Yes.
Hi, moderators. Thanks for having me on your stage. With regards to Muslims being saved, I just want to say that to a Christian, it's not really that important to save a Muslim per
I
se.
handled it like a champ. I just thanked him a lot, and I was very good.
What did you do? You just sit there?
It was pretty funny. I mean, he actually, I was giving him listening lots because I was very
Yes.
talking to somebody else who was a believer. Here's a Muslim walking away, the claw.
Oh god. Room from hell.
The truth be told, the truth be told, I wonder what the future holds.
So I just come out of there, and then I come in here, it's Baghdadi, dude.
Well, since you don't want to hear my opinion about the room title,
So, Baghdadi, come to the conclusion that you have the evidence to justify the claim that God does exist and that you know He exists?
Yes, I have the evidence.
I'd love to hear it.
The evidence is us here now. That's it.
Oh my god. Look at the trees.
Yeah, it's
That's
evidence
horrible.
Look at the clouds, look at the moon.
That's horrible.
Baghdadi, it's evidence of
A
Brahma.
lot of evidence.
Hey, is it evidence of Brahma?
What of
I love that GCC made it a song. Look at the trees, look at the birds.
Look at my dirty knees, I fall down when I climb these trees. I get mesmerized when I look in the sky at the birds that fly by. I get dizzy in a haze from climbing these trees, trees, trees.
Yeah.
Atheists and
Oh, here we go.
here we go.
Now we
Here we go.
Now we can't
The
prove
funny
his
thing
position. He's going to go into attack mode. Okay, come on then.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, the funny thing that we both
Yeah.
have in common is that we both agree that the magic happened.
No magic. Zero magic.
It just happened without a magician.
No
And
magic.
He just believed it was
Nobody believes in magic.
We both believe the magic happened though.
Dilute
There is
the
no
word
magic.
even more.
Not magic.
Dilute that
There's
even
only-
more with them. Go on
there's
that little
only-
ride with them and dilute the God
Reality.
Brother said Houdini was a great magician, guys. He was in fact real. He did in fact.
He
He's
died.
gonna pivot to evolution. He's gonna pivot to evolution. I totally know what's
One
coming
of Houdini's acts that he tried to trick people with, he died from, so he wasn't the greatest.
We call that karma's a bitch.
Karma's
I want to talk to Baghdadi about the fact that we exist as mammals. Would you say we're animals, Baghdadi?
I would say we're whatever we are.
Are we animals?
We're whatever we are.
Are we animals?
I wouldn't say animals, but I wouldn't say not.
You wouldn't say no, right? You wouldn't say that we're not animals.
I would say whatever we are. You know, it's just how you want to look at it.
Definitely give her the option. Money, power.
Hang on, let's see what's going on, Viv. What'd you say, Viv? What's going on?
They said for a few more days, and then headed back.
Oh, okay. You're still in the States then.
Yeah. How do you feel about ranch dressing? I don't really fuck with it. Have you tried? This bullshit calories. Ranch dressing is garbage, by the way. So no, like apparently there's a thing.
allow myself to introduce myself.
Oh shit! This is not who you think it is. No, this is not who you think it is. This is our next president in chief.
I just came to participate in a happy hour.
And Jackie Radio,
I brought my Chinese flute.
I definitely feel like when he went to high school, there were some unresolved sexual assault charges.
Projection mirror says what? The projection detection system has been activated.
Okay. So Viv. Ranch dressing. Did you try it?
See, Viv, in America, ranch dressing is best used on a chopped salad or to dip your pizza in.
I have dipped my crust
Let's do a quick toilet paper survey. Who here uses a baby wipe after they drop a deuce at 8 a.m. and throw that baby wipe in a separate garbage?
You do.
Get the flush.
Yeah, that's actually so random. That's funny as shit. It's all like wherever the hell you're spraying it. That's, I mean, you gotta get used to that. No? No. What do you mean? Have you ever taken a shower? Have you used the water on your body? What does that
Hi,
mean?
everybody. Welcome back to Happy Hour, where Clown House users are confirming that they have shit on their ass right at this moment.
Sprays warm and oh, you have a dryer too. Yeah, it's got a little air dryer and stuff and interesting. Yeah, the like it's got a whole does the whole thing. It's just self-warming.
No, it's a fancy one. Janelle, do you have a bidet?
Bidet, the guy doesn't even have a bathtub. He's got a walk-in shower.
To be honest, if I get the parasite, I'll be very happy to have that bidet.
Everybody's talking about this explosive diarrhea salad parasite, and they just came out and said it was all fake news. It was alleged. It was presumptuous of the CDC to diagnose America with explosive diarrhea.
And it's a pandemic, I guess.
Robert
Anybody
Kennedy
called it a pandemic?
at the CDC conference call, Kennedy was like, "We got a problem with explosive diarrhea. The salad's all infected with E. coli, and everybody's getting explosive diarrhea."
Listen, you have a girlfriend, John?
Projection mirror says what?
Do you have a girlfriend?
If I had a girlfriend, would I be in a conference call called Happy Hour instead of having her sit on my face right now?
That's a great question, by the way. You have a wife, not a girlfriend. Can you answer that, Austin?
Austin, I've been divorced 140 times. I'm currently single. Are you a matchmaker? Because I'm looking for a matchmaker that specializes in neurodivergent faggot retards. Who goes by Austin Powers in 2026? He's been proven to be a faggot retard.
I'm not matching with you. So look, you just requested to be matched with faggot retards. What's the most faggoty retarded thing about you?
Oh God, there's so much. I don't even know where to start. Maybe the.
You start at the beginning.
Well, I'm
Not
bald.
that beginning, the other
I'm bald, so you know a lot of people like to say catfish, but now they're calling it bald fish. Yeah, the top. I'm starting at the top. I'm bald.
I mean, not about your
I'm
appearance,
beautiful.
about the spirit. But what makes you the most faggoty retard?
Oh, my faggot retard spirit. Well, listen, I like to call it a HAP or an EAP, which are an acronym for a highly annoying person or an extremely annoying person. And I think if you observe my behavior and cross compare it with the behavior of other people on this app, you will find out that I am actually not a highly annoying person. That could be you. You could be that extremely annoying person, but not me. Hello? David, welcome to the room!
So, John, as you were pointing out there, but that's just a relative comparison. So, of course, when you're doing it like that, you're trying to. Let's go back to what you want to find in your future 141st ex-wife. Wait, you've been divorced before, Chicago?
Yeah, according to Maimonides, my favorite Jewish rabbi, I'm a divorcee 140 times over because every woman you've ever slept with is technically your cosmic wife.
Really? Yeah, your pain doesn't count. That's fucked up, by the way.
Yeah.
Very interesting point, though.
Well, cosmically speaking, there's really no way to, like, have an experience with. It's not important how old I am, Dr. Powers.
I guess 35, right?
No.
Nah, he's definitely older than that. Not his mid-40s.
Yeah.
Or low 40.
I'm 43, and if you want to see my social security card, it's tattooed on my arm if you want to see it.
43 minus 18. All right, so that's 25, right? Now,
Division.
yeah, so...
David, welcome to Happy Hour. What are you drinking, Dr. David?
So, Chicago, have you been to... I'm going to Paris next week. Do you have any recommendations in Paris?
Oh, go to the Bourgeois cafe and then go to the Proletariat nightclub.
Can you send me the link? John, have you ever been in a long-term relationship?
Austin, I've been engaged, and yes, I've been in long-term love affairs, Austin. What's your point, Doctor?
I'm just trying to figure out your numbers here, because, it looks like you were getting married and divorced every 2 months since you were 18.
Well, what's important...
So you're denying that he has 140? Is that what you're saying?
No. He says he has 140 ex-wives. That would require him every 2 months to get married and divorced. That's also your IQ score. Wow.
David, when are we going to the hockey game, buddy?
With all due respect, I probably wouldn't invite you.
Well, thank you very little.
John, I'm going to challenge you to do something kind for a stranger today.
Really? Well, I've already done that actually. I got one of well, I won't go into too many details, but I did an act of charity this morning.
You didn't talk to someone else on the elevator?
No, I was a gentleman and I helped someone in a bind.
Okay, so Chicago, if you don't have any Paris recommendations, I'll be in London as well. Do you have any recommendations in London?
Oh yeah, go to the Playboy Club and see my ex-wife. Her name is Rose Marhata. She's a key girl. She's an absolute perfect 10. Her name is Rose Marhata.
She's a London 10 though.
After I stood.
Yeah, so I've been with more than a few girls from London, but none of them were British. They were all London Bridge is falling down. Yeah. No offense to anybody in the room who's British, but these British girls, not so much.
Wow.
What do you mean?
So London 10 is like a New York Donald Trump.
No.
Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, like the London 10 is like a New York City 5.
David,
So you're from New York.
New York City 5? That's good. Whatever.
David, when was the last time you had sex and you didn't have to pay for it?
I don't answer that question. When has anyone ever had it not paid for it? Ever.
That's actually a good question, too. FYI.
That is a good question.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm wondering how David views love.
When have you had it and not regretted it?
That's actually a good question, too.
That's a good question. I've heard if you want to fuck her in the ass, that's how you know you love her.
Wow.
Nah, man, I'm not about,
That's not one of those good questions?
No, that's not
What if you want to fuck her in the ass and you realize that in this scenario, you are the ass? Yeah, man. Once you go there, it's all over. Like, it's downhill, in my opinion. But go ahead.
No, I agree. I agree. But I've seen some porno videos that made me rethink some of my past former sexual experiences, and I thought to myself, you know what? I would like to have tried that position with that person.
Wait, so Albert, do you have any recommendations for me? Chicago, you know, with a little bit of surgery, you could get that, like, confident voice you're going for.
I've already shaved down my vocal cords.
What about so what about Paris or London? Do you have any recommendations? Yeah, enjoy it. It's great. They're both great cities. But don't go. Well, yeah, I know. I've been there.
David, here's my recommendation for you. Update your Hinge settings to Paris, then London, and so have your...
I don't use Hinge.
Well, this is what you need to do. This is the recommendation. Because once you download Hinge and you do your photo verify and then you update your geolocation to Paris and London and you start swiping right, well, now you've built up a little social network, kind of like a conference call app for loser faggot retards that waste all their time and are bored and lonely and don't create anything called Clown House. Something you're very familiar with. Hello?
See, that was just straight up mean, man. Why are you being mean?
Yeah, that's not nice. That's not nice.
Because when people come to me for advice, I give them good advice. But if they don't take my advice, well, then they just confirm my diagnosis of faggot retard. Hello?
Nice, man. Were you dropped as a child? Like, your mommy not love you?
Sergio, I actually have a recommendation, David, but I'll give it to you in private.
Yeah.
Let's go. Only it's better than a Playboy cup.
Man, I don't know. I mean, there's no need. Like, do you not like him? And then it means it's okay? But to be mean, just to be an asshole, that's not cool.
Oh, well, David was asking for some unfiltered advice. I thought I'd share some good ideas with him, but he's a lazy
What's up, Austin?
faggot retard.
I tried to hook line, but you did not accept. Oh, I'm sorry. Do it again.
David's the kind of guy who's so lazy he doesn't even have a Hinge account. And then when I look at my friends' Hinge accounts, they are so lazy they don't even message the girls that they've matched with. I say just copy and paste a response. You're not even talking to people. God, you're fucking lazy. So welcome back to Happy Hour.
Oh, and now he's gone?
Oh, they'll be back. They just wanted to share some gay little locations about where they can have
He's
their
gay, obviously, right?
best little gay sex.
He's gay?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I have no idea. Doesn't matter. Whatever.
Yeah, he can orgasm in Paris however he chooses to orgasm. I'm not interested in his orgasm news.
Why are you so interested in calling him a piece of shit? That's what's weird.
I didn't call him a piece of shit.
You kind of did, man.
But I didn't say he's a piece of shit, did I? No.
Not directly.
I did not. That's your interpretation. That's your assumption.
That's my direct way of listening to you talk to other people. It's very simple. That's how I do it.
Oh, that's your observation of my behavior.
It seemed like you don't like him. Like you were being an asshole to him.
Well, what did I say? What did I say that was so insulting to David Bobadilla?
I don't know what you said to him. You call him a fag and whatever, right?
Oh, a faggot retard is a term of endearment nowadays.
Okay, wonderful.
Haven't you ever been to a happy hour before, faggot? Oh, I'm sorry, I got my happy hour events mixed up. I thought this was the LGBTQAI plus happy hour. My bad, boys.
That's actually pretty funny. Go ahead. Keep going.
I don't know why you're being an
So I'm just saying that, like, if you've never looked up LGBTQIA plus and you don't know what the plus is, it means twin flame. It comes from a 1990s indigenous tribe that had rotating work assignments for both males and females. It's called twin love. Plus inclusive.
I mean, you definitely have a creative mind, bro, which is good. I hope you're using it. Like, it's fun. It looks like, sort of. I hope it's productive.
Oh, it's super productive. It's more productive than David Bobadilla. Oh, by the way, I'm going to Moscow. I'm going to Moscow on Friday. Have any recommendations for me?
Left on your ass, bro. I don't know why they left, but it's cool. I would rather you not just badger people, but go ahead.
This is a happy hour, Albert. You know, people are here to take some shots, relax a little. They ran off to their little private. They'll be back. They got nothing better to do. Why do you think they were here? They got nothing to do.
No, maybe they want to have some fun and talk about, interesting shit and not be berated or bullshitted. That's not, like, I don't know if that's in your vernacular.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
So you got all of these degrees on your wall, now you flow all of a sudden during the company. You don't want to tell the truth.
I answered your question. I said yes.
You don't want to tell the truth, so just.
I don't have a problem with the truth.
Right.
I
You don't
don't.
want to tell the truth, so just leave me quietly.
I don't have a problem with the truth. I just felt.
Because you're saying, oh, when this one? No, yesterday.
Well, yes, absolutely.
Welcome to the podcast. We have
Welcome.
Mayor candidate John Kitover on the show. Hey everyone, welcome to John Kitover.
Hello? Hello?
John.
Hey, this is mayoral candidate John Kitover. Hey, Max, how are you doing, sir? How's the campaign coming along?
The TV show is great. John, you did something that's very unorthodox, but also there's some throwbacks. There's a lot of, former Governor Mike Huckabee would play the saxophone. Bill Clinton famously would join up on stage too with saxophone and guitar. Can you tell the audience on your decision to start the John Kitover band in the middle of your mayor's race?
It's right. Every time I go out on a Friday or Saturday night and I film a band, I automatically label them the John Kitover Band on YouTube.
Brilliant. So kind of like a Wu-Tang Clan situation where there's different iterations, different clans, every Thursday and Friday. That's really cool. How is the race, John? How are you feeling? What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Rocky Road. I've always liked Rocky Road. I love the marshmallow, the fudge, the walnut. I mean, who doesn't like a good Rocky Road?
To keep things light, what are your thoughts on Israel versus Palestine? Who are you taking?
Well, Rabboni Shalom, I heard they have a New York City subway down there below the Gaza Strip, and they're still shifting munitions and fighting. Why can't we just have peace in the world? Rabboni Shalom. Shawarma for everybody!
It's called halal buckets. They sell the Gaza chicken strips. I think that's very clever as a dish.
Nice.
But, no, I was calling you, there's what's it called? Tishbav.
Tishbav.
Are you on the white party at Bucktown Abad?
Rabboni Shalom, I want to meet a hot brunette Jewish chick named Tish.
It's a singles party.
Tish with a tush.
Actually, it's the date that I got married. And should have got married on, which that was the big mistake because we got married on the holiday portion.
Uh-huh.
But the after portion is supposed to be very romantic. We're supposed to meet someone. But yeah. Aaron Del Mar in the news.
Yeah, for what?
We'll find out.
What, the lawsuit?
Lawsuits. It's the David Pritchard's suing him too.
For what?
For the whole. You saw the video of the guy getting arrested.
Yeah.
I think they have a credible. There's probably a credible argument. They probably know more than I do. that like Aaron probably leaned on his Palatine connection to make that happen. Because they're suing the city of Palatine, Aaron, and the guy that called it in. Because like they probably might have been enough to charge it. I don't know, but they charged him with assault. That's crazy. He got found not guilty, by the way.
Mm.
And I was at the trial, and I wouldn't invite you to live stream, but you go to jail if you live streamed it. But that judge looked like he wanted to kill himself the entire time. It was so embarrassing. He told both sides to shut up. You're hurting your case. Stop talking. Like, and then I looked at the judge. His name is Nowitzki. He's one of those judges that like they got demoted for. He basically would like let off 2 people that ended up murdering. He was like domestic court judge. And like 2 people he puts like slaps on the wrists on, like during domestic violence trials. They ended up like murdering their spouses or significant others. And so they demoted him. And so he was on freaking Dave Pritchard Palatine GOP trial. Like, kill me. Like, the entire time. Hands on the face. Like, smirking, angry contempt. Yelling at all the lawyers. So it's pretty interesting. But basically, I talked to the Dave Pritchard side lawyer, and he texted me straight up. They're suing Aaron. And, are we on the podcast?
Yeah, you're live on the clown. You're live on the clown show in the clown world.
I want to bring some news. I want to bring some news. There's some news that we're getting that this lawsuit is actually funded by Brian Castle. Because he's upset that Aaron, removed his son from the person.
Welcome to Clown World!
But really, all politics, they say all politics is local. That's not true. All politics is petty.
Welcome to Clown World!
Tell them what you want. What's the word of the day? Word of the day.
Oh man, that's exciting news.
Very exciting news. And I gotta write some articles. Do my thing. I got my new startup company. I'm very excited about. And that's good.
What are our What's our Polymarket investment fund doing this for the rest of the year? I think we're gonna make some bets on Polymarket.
No, I'm sitting in Calci, and I've just been earning like the 4%. I haven't made a bet in like a couple months. I made a bunch of March Madness bets, and I think I basically bet on a bunch of different teams, and I think I came out on top by like 10%. Let's say like I put in 500, I made 550, and I'm like, my biggest bet I made was on Bob Trietti. I made $250 off him. I fucked up without telling you that. And so basically, Bob Trietti was trading his. But he had Andy Williams was his only opponent, and he was running as a write-in.
Oh my god.
So that was pretty. That was like that's the thing with Clown Market and Calci, is the key is like look for the micro markets, like markets that have less than $10,000, $15,000 in it, and then try to find the Bob Trietti stuff that just is that doesn't make sense because it's so small. And the difference between Calci and Polymarket is you're more likely to see that on Calci, because Polymarket is basically you have to put up the money to make the market, versus Calci puts up their own money to make the markets. So basically, like the community is like, hey, I want to like put a market for mayor's race, whatever, and then Calci has to like give the green light. Versus Polymarket, I'm pretty sure you on your own, like you can say, will John Kitover be mayor? And then for that, that could be interesting too, is because I think the opportunity for you to make money is maybe you can kind of be a market maker. That's my name on Calci. I'm a market maker. Do you know what Harpo? That was my favorite from the Marx Brothers, dude. I love a huge Harpo fan.
I was just reading. Pretty lady. Yeah. Yeah, Jerry Lewis. Oh my God, he ended up being a total jerk. Did you see? I saw a video of his daughter.
All the charity people were probably weirdos, like him and Bob Hope and.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard Bob Hope.
And his movies don't like. He basically was the Adam Sandler of his time, but like his movies don't. They don't like stand the test of time. I could watch Duck Soup tomorrow or Animal Crackers and like laugh my ass off. Watch Marx Brothers tonight, you'll laugh.
Yeah, I've got DVDs on Marx Brothers, but you know who they say? You know that movie Eyes Wide Shut by Kubrick?
Yeah, great movie.
They say that.
It's okay movie.
They say that the guy who was throwing the elite sex parties, that's supposed to be Bob Hope.
Well, they say that, yeah, they say Bob Hope was a bad man with all the USO stuff and going overseas. Like, think about how much more shit you can do in the war zones.
I don't know about that. I'm just saying that, like, if there is some kind of, like, elite cult or something like that, like they say.
Do you know about that happened in Serbia and the Kosovo? Like, when they basically, there was the allegation they basically elite people were paying, there was that war going on, that conflict in Yugoslavia, whatever, and, like, rich people were paying money to just snipe people. Do you hear about that?
Yeah, I've heard about that. Did you know it took 750,000 Soviets that died in battle to kill 250,000 Germans in Stalingrad?
I'm not surprised.
So 1 million people died in bloody glory for.
You know, they wanted them to die because they.
For what?
So the commies just don't care about human life, and they were literally giving them one. You get a rifle, you get some ammunition. It was complete bullshit, and because they really think that, like, the central planning, whatever, the central committee, like the GOP, like, should have all the power and, like, should plan everything. And it's hard to plan everything because so many people. So that's why the commies always go depopulation route, or like the education camp route. Because, like, it's much easier to plan. If you have
Yeah, I mean, it's true. You wipe out your future political enemies in the mass casualty battle. But anyways, I was going through a book today. But yeah, so the campaign to elect John Kitover, I'm gonna update the antidote. And
when can you you make it official? Because then I think you should start, like, texting Shia and, really get some press.
It's official when I start putting up videos of me collecting signatures,
When you like make your file.
There's no file, as you said. I just submit my petitions. That's it.
If you're never gonna submit your, well, I guess you are. You're gonna submit like 3 petition sheets.
Yeah.
But but then you're only gonna be a candidate for a month. I think you should try to.
No, I'll submit. I'm gonna submit. Like, I'm gonna get a couple petition sheets and go downtown and just submit. That's it.
Smart. And I'll be write-in after you get kicked off.
Absolutely.
I want to get write-in for as many things as possible, as I said. And then, and there's a chance I might run for alderman. Because I just don't like alderman. I don't know. It's such a waste of time.
I'm gonna do a lot of publicity. I'm gonna shoot a lot of videos at the Thomas Jefferson Copper Bronze Memorial, and I'm gonna have my petition sheets there. I'm gonna say, if you live in Chicago and you are a patriot, come to Jefferson Park today to meet candidate John and sign the petition to liberate Chicago on the Constitution held by Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, and I think you should be the leader of, like, a movement. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's got to be a movement. It's basically
it's
like
gotta be a movement.
Starting like a political cult.
And a little bit.
I mean, look at Marx and Engels. Marx and Engels kept saying that it's not the bourgeois that's going to lead the revolution; it's the proletariat.
Proletariat, and if there's any hope, it's with the proles.
So I gotta connect. That's why I've decided to go full on LGBTQ, AI plus. Because I realize that I need as many votes as possible. So I'm going to embrace what I consider to be illegal and unethical and immoral behavior, which is same-sex orgasm or attempting to have same-sex orgasm.
Jews should run for office. That's why I say Jews should run for office. Because you force you to sell out to win, college. But I support it.
Because you see, there's so many fat, ugly faggots in the LGBTQAI plus movement that they can't even achieve orgasm. So they're not actually gay because they can't successfully.
It's not a community, dude. It's not. It's like, there is no community based on actions. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean? They got Pride Month. That's the month of action.
I'm on the push-up community. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, am I in the push-up community now? Can I do push-ups?
Well, if you go to a gym,
ridiculous, man.
I realized today I was at the gym and I was like, I would rather invest more time trying to meet people or hot chicks that come to this gym than socialize on Clown House with a bunch of losers who repeat themselves all day, every day, and do the same stupid shtick.
Smart. 100%. Your mind's in the right place.
Yeah, Because I'm like, wait a minute, I have a community here at the gym, and I'm not even meeting all the hot chicks that I see like every day. Why don't I introduce
And a lot of
myself?
them have similar interests. There was a girl that was very good looking in my gym, but I was engaged at the time, so I wasn't entertaining anything. But it turns out she was like wearing Trump stuff out of nowhere. Like you never know.
Yeah, I saw a hot chick at the gym with a black Trump MAGA hat. Like, couldn't tell it was a MAGA hat unless you looked really carefully.
I feel like the gyms are like a lean way right. And there's like a few like random Kaepernick types. That like a dude will like wear a Kaepernick shirt. Or like there's this lesbian in my gym that will be like who brought who's eating all the pussy.